Okay, good afternoon one and all.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so let us revise the points we covered in last lecture, and then we'll start the new point. Okay, last lecture, what we have seen? One student will unmute and tell what points we covered. What are the points we covered in the last lecture?
Process and cycle.
So we covered process and cycle.
Caustatic or non-caustatic equilibrium process.
Quasi-static or quasi-equilibrium process. Okay, and second is non-quasi-static or non-quasi-equilibrium process. Okay. Then next, Sahili Bhosle, can you define state? I think we define state also, or not? State we've defined.
Yes, sir.
So let us. We are going to make revision and then we'll start the new point. So what are the points told by our friend? So just tell the definitions of the whatever the points are there. State, first of all, state. What is state? How you can define state? We have written definition of state. First,
The exact condition of the system that describe thermodynamic properties.
okay, good. The exact condition of the system that defines the thermodynamic property. So we are defining the exact condition. Maybe minimum two properties are required, thermodynamic properties, either pressure, volume, or pressure, temperature, etc. Okay. So whenever you want to define the state, we must have the two properties. That is the required condition. Okay. Then next, what we define? Process, no, equilibrium. Sorry, equilibrium. How we can define equilibrium? So what is thermal equilibrium? Who will define thermal equilibrium?
A system is said to be in thermodynamic equation when it fulfill following conditions such as thermal equilibrium.
Okay. So you're talking about the thermodynamic equilibrium. So when we say system is said to be in thermodynamic when it fulfills thermal, mechanical, and chemical equilibrium conditions. Right. Very good. Then we'll define thermal equilibrium. We have defined thermal equilibrium. What is thermal equilibrium?
A system is said to be in thermal equilibrium when temperature of system remains constant or does not change with respect to time.
Very good. A system is said to be in thermal equilibrium when temperature remains constant or it does not changes with respect to time. Good. Next, we have defined mechanical equilibrium. Aman Sheikh, you define mechanical equilibrium. What is mechanical equilibrium? Just unmute and answer. At least you can read fast. We should not wait. What is mechanical equilibrium?
Sir, can I?
Sir,
Wait for 2 minutes. Because everyone should participate. Then only I can understand that yes, you have understood and you are studying on regular basis. That judgment I will need. Okay. You prepare, Aman, prepare well. Every day you study is required. Next, Patil Kanchan.
A system is said to be in a mechanical equilibrium
Hmm.
when there is no unauthorized force exit between system and surrounding.
Very good. A system is said to be in a mechanical equilibrium when there is no any unbalanced force exists between system and surrounding. Good. Next, Pranoti Naik.
Chemical.
Pranoti will define chemical equilibrium.
A system said to be chemical equilibrium when there is no change in chemical composition with respect to time.
Okay. So that means there is no reaction. Correct?
No chemical reaction occurs.
Okay, good. A system is said to be in chemical equilibrium when there is no change in chemical composition That is, no chemical reaction occurs in the process. That is the, then system is said to be in a chemical equilibrium. Good. Then later we define state, we have defined process. Huh? So who will define process?
The process is said to be occur then undergoes from one equilibrium state to another.
Okay, when system undergoes change of state, that word is important. Change of state from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state. Then it is known as process. Okay. Next, then we define path.
Series of systems
Wait. Other, let me ask other students. Next will be Deshmukh Samburaje. D13. Please,
Yes,
how
sir.
define path?
The series of state through which a system pass during a process.
Okay, the series of states through which system is passing. Nothing but path. Correct. When system would start move from state 1 to, when it passes through the number of state points, intermediate state points, then it follows one path. Okay, good. Then next point, Bhosle Asavari. Can you define quasi-static process? What is quasi-static process?
When process proceed in such a manner that a system remains infinitely is known as quasi-static.
No.
Infinity.
Don't see, whenever you just define the quasi-static process, you should not forget that infinitesimally close to equilibrium state. We have shown the graph. No, we have studied one graph. See, if you remember this graph, yes, this one. So these are the state points. Okay, when the process start proceeding and it is moving very slow and it is reaching to the equilibrium states. Okay, very close. All the states are what are the I have mentioned here in the graph are the equilibrium states, but it is what are the process is moving. It is coming close to the state point. Okay, in some state the path is passing, in some state it is passing from very close to that state point. Okay, we can say the system proceeds in a such a manner that it will remain forever at equilibrium states or infinitely slow close to the equilibrium state at all the times. Then the system is said to be a quasi-static, or the it is known as a quasi-static process or quasi-equilibrium process. Okay. Then next, non-quasi-static process. Who will define non-quasi-static process?
When
When
process
process proceed very fast, such as process is called as a non-quasi-static process.
Okay. When process proceeds very rapidly or fastly, okay, then such processes are known as the non-quasi-static process. So whatever the processes are existing in universe are mostly non-quasi-static process. Okay, but why to study the quasi-static process? Because whenever we start any thermodynamic study related to the process, so we need to consider process is very slow. Then only it is possible to predict something or conclude something. That's why engineers are more interested to study the process when that process must be considered very slow. Okay, then only it is possible to predict something or conclude something. Okay, so up to this I think we covered. Then we'll see some of the basic terms of process. Okay, put the heading. Different processes right. First, isothermal process. Second, isobaric process. Third, isochoric process. Third is isochoric process. Okay, so everybody knows about these processes. I think in the 11th or 12th, I think you have studied. So we'll define one by one. What is isothermal?
Temperature remains constant.
Correct. When temperature of the system remains constant, okay, then such process is known as isothermal process, okay, or it is kept constant during the process. When temperature of the system remains constant during the process, then such process is known as isothermal process, okay. Such a process you will observe in the chemical industries where we need to maintain the temperature, okay, we need to maintain the pressure, we need to maintain the volume, okay. So whenever we start making the analysis part, okay, ज्यावेळेस आपण अनालिसिस करतो थर्मल अनालिसिस, त्यावेळेस आपल्याला ह्या ज्या प्रोसेस आहेत त्याचा कन्सेप्ट क्लिअर माहित पाहिजे की बाबा नेमकं काय असतंय. आयसोथर्मल म्हटलं का काय असतंय, आयसोबारिक म्हटलं की काय असतंय. तर त्याच्यासाठी आपल्याला त्याच्या बेसिक टर्म्स डेफिनेशन्स माहित असणं अपेक्षित आहे. ओके, तर पहिली डेफिनेशन आहे आयसोथर्मल प्रोसेस. द प्रोसेस इज सेड टू बी the temperature remains constant in the process, then it is said to be isothermal process. Okay, then next is the isobaric process. Isobaric means what? Pressure. What is that?
Pressure.
Pressure remains constant.
Pressure remains constant. Other parameters will change. See, pressure is kept constant, but other parameters will change in the process. So then such processes are known as isobaric process. Okay, then isochoric process.
Volume remains constant.
Yes, and volume remains constant during the process, then such processes are known as the isochoric process. Okay, आता ह्या ज्या तिन्ही प्रोसेस आहेत त्या तीन प्रोसेस स्टडी करत असताना आपल्याला वर्क डन कॅल्क्युलेशन किंवा हीट ट्रान्सफर कॅल्क्युलेशन, कारण ज्यावेळेस प्रोसेस होत असते त्यावेळेस सिस्टम चेंजेस फ्रॉम स्टेट 1 to 2, डेफिनेटली देर इज अ वर्क अँड हीट इंटरॅक्शन. ओके, हीट ट्रान्सफर असेल किंवा वर्क ट्रान्सफर असेल तर ते किती असणार आहे, किंवा वर्क सप्लायड असेल तर तुम्ही जर आपण जे थर्मोडायनामिक सिस्टम डिफाईन करताना जी काही तुम्ही प्रोसेस कन्सिडर करणार, समजा काही केसमध्ये तुम्हाला प्रेशर कॉन्स्टंट ठेवावं लागेल आयसोबारिक प्रोसेस, त्यावेळेचं वर्कडन किती असेल, किंवा आयसोथर्मल प्रोसेस असेल तिथे टेम्परेचर तुम्ही कॉन्स्टंट ठेवलं त्यावेळेचं वर्कडन काय असेल, त्यावेळेचं हीट ट्रान्सफर काय असेल, किंवा आयसोकोरिक प्रोसेस असेल तर त्यावेळेचं वर्कडन काय असेल आणि त्याच्या वेळेचं हीट ट्रान्सफर काय असणार आहे, हे कॅल्क्युलेशन तुम्हाला करायचे, लक्षात ठेवा. ठीक आहे, पण जनरली वेन एव्हर वी से आयसोकोरिक प्रोसेस, व्हॉट इज द वर्क डन? When we say, see, if I consider this piston and cylinder arrangement, okay, and this is the system, okay, this is the system, I'm moving the cursor move करतोय बघा मी, तर ह्याच्यामध्ये ही सिस्टम आहे. इथलं समजा मी व्हॉल्यूम केप कॉन्स्टंट ठेवलं, म्हणजे व्हॉल्यूम एकदम कॉन्स्टंट ठेवलं. ओके, तर त्यावेळेस इथलं वर्कडन काय असणार आहे? हॅव यू हर्ड द वन फॉर्म्युला? Work done is equal to pressure into change in volume.
0.
I think my question is when volume is kept constant, and when volume is kept constant, and we have studied one work done equation. Work done W is equal to, I will write the formula. I think you have studied this. Just a minute, I will show the formula. Okay, so W
pressure minus volume
is equal to pressure
minus volume
into change in volume, P delta V. Correct? I think you are more familiar with this formula, P delta V. Correct or not? P delta V means what? Delta V nothing but there's a change in volume, final volume minus initial volume, and P is the pressure constant. We are keeping pressure constant, and we can find out वर्क डन. there is a whenever there is a change in volume, ज्यावेळेस व्हॉल्यूम चेंज होईल त्यावेळेस तुम्हाला तिथलं वर्क डन कॅल्क्युलेट करता येते. तर ह्या केसमध्ये जर व्हॉल्यूम जर कॉन्स्टंट असेल तर वर्क डन काय असणार आहे? 0. ओके, सो इन डिटेल वी विल सी द न्यूमेरिकल्स ऑन दिस. ओके, when we start the numerical part, at that time you should know it. When we say isochoric process, what is work done? When we say isobaric process, what is work done? When we say isothermal process, what is the work done? Okay, so in detail we will see later. but at this stage you should remember for definitions at least: isothermal, isobaric and isochoric process. ठीक आहे, त्याचे डेफिनेशन लिहायची गरज आहे का? फक्त लिहा वाटले. आयसोथर्मल त्याच्या खाली टेम्परेचर कॉन्स्टंट, टेम्परेचर रिमेन्स कॉन्स्टंट. In short you can write, in short you can write isothermal process dash temperature remains constant. Then second, isobaric process. Isobaric process.
Pressure
त्याच्या पुढल्या pressure remains constant. Pressure remains constant. त्यानंतर third, isochoric process. It is also known as isometric process. Isochoric process. Either you can say specific volume or volume, no problem. Volume remains constant. Volume remains constant. तर आपण त्या स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम किंवा टोटल व्हॉल्यूम ह्या टर्म्स पुढे आपण शिकणार आहोत. ओके, व्हाय ओनली स्मॉल व्ही, दॅट इज स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम, व्हेन टू यूज कॅपिटल व्ही, दॅट इज टोटल व्हॉल्यूम, व्हेन टू यूज स्पेसिफिक व्हॉल्यूम. So that detailed discussion will make it later, but at this stage remember only the definitions of the process: isothermal, isobaric and isochoric process. Okay, then put the heading cycle. Next term is cycle.
सर तुम्ही काल दिलं ते लेक्चर ते युट्यूबला नाही टाकलं?
काल मी जरा विसरलो, आज टाकतो मी दोन्ही पण आज व्हिडिओ. Today I will share it, don't worry. Cycle. Put the heading as cycle. Then show this graph. हा ग्राफ काढा. I mean college.
Sir, offline lecture चालू होणार.
From 15th college will start offline. Put the heading thermodynamic cycle and then you can draw this graph. You can show state point number 1. दाखवा असं व्यवस्थित. एक मिनिट. You can mark here. इथं मार्क करा पॉइंट. The state points. Okay, drawn. Now, so we have to define the cycle. See, now I'll start. I will explain this. How we can define cycle. When system will start moving from 1 to 2, okay, it follows one path, right? आपण path define केलेला आहे. When system will start moves from path point 1 to 2 by following the path A, let us say path A. Okay, again, so what are the properties at point 1? P1, V1. Okay, P1, let us say pressure P1, volume V1. Okay, if I consider this as a y-axis as a P and x-axis as a volume V, right? So if I want to define a complete process, whenever I want to define the complete process, so this 1A2, or you can say path 1A2 is one path. Okay, and this, it is also known as a complete process. ह्याला काय म्हणायचं, एक प्रोसेस झाली. किंवा नंतर परत सिस्टम मूव्स फ्रॉम 2 to 1, 2 to 1, so it follows path B. Okay. So this path 1A2 or 2B1 is a process, is a complete process. Process is completed. म्हणजे आपण त्याला काय म्हणतो, एक स्ट्रोक झाला किंवा एक सायकल कंप्लीट झाली. बघा आपण आयसी इंजिन मध्ये, इंटरनल कंबशन इंजिन मध्ये मी काय स्ट्रोक सांगितले बघा, सक्शन स्ट्रोक. ओके, त्यावेळेस पिस्टन खाली येणार आहे. त्याच्यानंतर कॉम्प्रेशन त्यावेळेस पिस्टन वरती जाणार आहे. त्यावेळेस जो काही क्रँक असेल, क्रँक काय होईल, पूर्ण एक सर्कल करेल कंप्लीट, म्हणजे 360 डिग्री मधनं रोटेट होईल. म्हणजे आपण काय म्हणाल, एक सायकल कंप्लीट झाली. बरोबर आहे का? सो वेन वी से सायकल इज कंप्लीटेड, when the system start from one point, it moves to another point, again it is coming back to the original point, then it execute a cycle, then the system execute a cycle, and whatever the it is by following the process, that is the cyclic process. ठीक आहे. तर आपण सायकल कसं डिफाइन करणार, how we can define cycle? So we'll define cycle. Shraddha, Birazdar, how we can define cycle?
A process which initial and final state are identical.
Yes. When final state and initial states are identical, when system starts moving in a such a way that when final state and initial states are identical, then we can say the system execute a cycle. Okay. So here, if you see that state point 1 or 2 are the state points, and this 1A2 is a path, or 2B1 is a path. Okay. So whatever the 1A2 and 2B1, it is a complete process, right? And this path 1, 2, 1, 2 and 1, or you can say 1A2 B1 is a complete cycle. जर आपल्याला नोटेशनचा यूज करून जर आपल्याला सायकल जर डिफाइन करायचं असेल, त्याचं आपण तुम्ही करू शकता. 1A2B1, it is a complete cycle. Okay. So please note down the definition of cycle. A system execute a cycle. A system execute a cycle. A system execute a cycle when system undergoes various processes in succession in such a way that at the end of the last process, comma, it returns to its original state.
So repeat करा एकदा.
A system execute a cycle. When it undergoes various processes in succession in such a way that at the end of last process, comma, it returns to its original state. Okay. तर तुमच्या ग्राफच्या शेजारी हे पॉइंट्स लिहा वाटलेस, तुम्हाला अजून जास्त क्लिअर येतील. आय हॅव मेन्शन हिअर. हे पॉइंट लिहा जे कर्सर दाखवलेत ना. Point 1, 2 is a state. Path 1A2 or 2B1 is a process. हे व्यवस्थित हे पॉइंट लिहून घ्या. Note down these points. Okay, noted. Next, put the next heading, state or point function. State or point function. State and point function. Show this graph. Graph काढा हा. You can use your pencil and scale for drawing purpose. State or point function, put the heading and show this graph. Graph kada. ग्राफ काढला का?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now if you see that this state or point function. Okay. So whenever you want to define the point, we require minimum two properties. Okay. जर तुम्ही इथं point number 1 बघितला, state point number 1, you can see the two properties, pressure and volume. You can measure pressure and volume. Okay. And again point 2, here also you can measure pressure P2 and volume V2. So okay. So whenever you want to define the state or point function, minimum two properties are required. Okay. Minimum two properties are required. So on the graph, x-axis, on x-axis volume is mentioned, on the y-axis pressure is mentioned. Similarly, you can have the graph of temperature and entropy also. Okay, so here we can consider two variables. Okay, so minimum two variables are required to define the coordinates of the system on a thermodynamic plane. जे काही तुम्ही प्लेन कन्सिडर केलेला आहे त्याच्यामध्ये ज्या तुम्ही दोन प्रॉपर्टीज घेतल्या असणार आहेत, तो आम्ही प्रॉपर्टी कुठल्या घेऊ शकता, प्रेशर, व्हॉल्यूम, टेम्परेचर, एंट्रॉपी, लाईक दिस. सो दोज टू प्रॉपर्टीज आर डिफाइनिंग द कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ द सिस्टम ऑन ए थर्मोडायनामिक प्लेन. सो हेन्स इट इज नोन ॲज अ स्टेट ऑर पॉइंट फंक्शन. येते लक्षात? पॉइंट फंक्शन म्हणजे काय की जे तुम्ही प्लेन घेणार आहात, एक्स वाय प्लेन, त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला मिनिमम टू प्रॉपर्टीज असणार आहेत एका स्टेट पॉइंटच्या ठिकाणी, आणि ते जे काही डिफाइन करतील, ते जे काही प्रॉपर्टी तुम्ही डिफाइन कराल, दॅट इज अ स्टेट फंक्शन ऑर पॉइंट फंक्शन. ठीक आहे. And whatever the state functions are there, okay, if you take it's a differential, okay, if you take it's a differential, what is the differential here? It's exact or inexact differential? काय असतील हो बघा, इथं दाखवले बघा. Suppose if you want to calculate the change in pressure, because I have considered the 2 points, state point 1 and state point 2. Okay, so this pressure is, there's a change in pressure. There is pressure मध्ये change होतोय, P2 minus P1. So what are the differential is it, that what the differential is nothing but exact differential. म्हणजे आपल्याला आता इथं जो काही तुम्ही ग्राफ काढलेला आहे, इथं तुम्ही हे म्हणू शकता, आता बघा हा प्रेशर आहे, इथं प्रेशर पॉईंट 1 ला P1 आहे, परत पॉईंट 2 ला प्रेशर P2 आहे, ते काय झालंय, कमी झालेलं आहे. सिमिलरली स्टेट पॉइंटला V1 आहे, व्हॉल्यूम V1 ते परत इन्क्रीज झालेलं आहे, व्हॉल्यूम V2, राईट. So there's definitely volume V2 is greater than volume V1. So V2 minus V1. Okay. Similarly, here pressure P2 minus P1. Okay. Or higher pressure minus lower pressure. So like this, if you want to calculate the work done here, you can calculate work done. Whatever the area covered under this, जो काही मी region आता इथं दाखवतोय, तो जो काही एरिया असेल तुम्ही तिथं वर्क डन कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकता. ठीक आहे. So here we are interested in only state or point function. So any thermodynamic properties, and if you take its a difference, that is the exact differential. That is the exact differential. म्हणून म्हटलं बघा एक नोट. All the properties are the exact differentials: pressure, volume, temperature, entropy, and enthalpies. Okay. So this is our common conclusion. Whenever we talk about the point function, the state function, we can conclude that all the properties are the exact differential. Why? Because we can find out it's a change in pressure, change in volume, change in temperature, change in entropy, and change in enthalpy. Hence it is known as, or all these properties are exact differentials. Okay. I think in the mathematics you have studied this concept of differentiation, total derivative, partial derivatives, all these terms you have studied in the mathematics. Okay. So here only you should remember here whatever the properties are there, thermodynamic properties are exact differentials. ठीक है. नोट करता है पॉइंट, नोट डाउन.
Yes, sir.
Note down. All the properties are exact differentials. All the properties are exact differentials. All the properties are exact differentials, comma, such as pressure, comma, volume, pressure, comma, volume, comma, temperature, comma, entropy, and enthalpy. H indicates enthalpy. Okay. Next line, the differentiation, the differentials can be written by the equations. The differential can be written as, the differential can be written as a formula. For example, change in pressure, delta P. Here, for example, delta P is equal to integration 1 to 2 dP is equal to P2 minus P1. Okay. Everybody is clear? Point function. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Similarly, you can
Yes,
write for
sir.
remaining property, change in volume, delta V is equal to integration dV is equal to V2 minus V1. Similarly, temperature dt is equal to, like this you can write. Because why this is are the exact differential and the why are the state point functions? Because if you see the graph, in the graph we can measure pressure, temperature, volume at state point 1, similarly state point number 2. So we can get its a difference. We can get its difference, hence it is known as exact differential. Okay. Now next, put the heading path functions. Put the heading as a path functions. So you can show this graph. Ha graph kada. Okay, काढला path function. Now in this path function, okay, so we'll be focusing on heat and work. Okay, heat and work are the path functions. ऐकलं का term? Heat and work are the path functions. बघा मी काय म्हणतोय, मगाशी काय म्हटलं मी, all the thermodynamic properties are the point functions and this heat and work are the path function. Why it is path function and why not it is point function? Hello? So can you answer? Very interesting point we are discussing. Path function. So I'll define path function. Okay. See, if you see that whatever the area is covered under this curve, okay, here it is shown this 1A2, that is path A, and then this 2B1, so path B. So it complete a process, and whatever the area is covered under this, and this y-axis indicate pressure and x-axis indicate volume. So we know that. So area covered under the PV diagram is nothing but what?
Work.
It is work or work done. Okay. So area covered under this PV diagram, it is nothing but work done. Okay. Now, if you consider isothermal process, if you consider isobaric process, if you consider isochoric process,
Isochoric.
and you as per the definition, I will show the graphs here. बघा तुमच्या समोर डोळ्यासमोर तुम्ही ग्राफ ड्रॉ करू शकता समोर. I will show the graph here. So whenever you want to show the isothermal process, we show like this: state 1, state point number 2. Okay, this is the isothermal process. Similarly, isobaric process, where pressure constant, state point 1, state point number 2. Similarly, isochoric process,